Oh my
on.
god. I like moved things into random locations for the pictures. And as much as I thought dice laying out would really up the value of the home, I made the choice to not have them out. Now I need to remember where I put them.
That's so tragic that you lost your dice.
Would you
They're
put
not
some of
lost,
the,
I just can't find them. What's up?
would you put some of the blame on Marisha?
Marisha Ray would have never. Yeah, I have nothing to say.
She sucks. Let's move on.
Yeah. I don't think Marisha Ray.
I'm actually,
Really?
yeah. At one point.
Let's
So,
just
like,
say
he
I
was
don't
not
think
wrong.
she'd be leaving Matt for another woman.
Up your DM skills, Taylor.
Dude, seriously. Do you think that's what it is? Do you think this is just like?
Can you imagine if that's like Cardi Bob Mal?
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
I've been listening to you through the door for years. Not impressed.
I'd lose my. Yeah, not impressed. I'm gonna see something on Instagram of them playing Dragons of Icespire Peak, and I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Okay, but seriously, where did I put them?
Oh no.
I'm so.
Oh no! In Columbus, you had every chance with the bumper sticker lady.
Bumper
What did that
sticker
bumper
lady.
sticker say, Randy? Something about tights or something like that?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Single white female
in search of
male in tights.
Do you think I blew it?
In search of male outfit.
Yeah. Do you think there's still a chance? You think she's still out there?
She's definitely still single. You just have to find her car.
Definitely still single.
Don't worry, guys. She'll find her channel. We're pretty big.
Oh my god. Oh, I know where I put them. They're in the trunk of my car. I wonder if we'll find out if my headset reaches out there. Do you think having dice in the cold is bad?
Liquid core dice will freeze.
But then they'll just thaw, right?
No, then they become like unbalanced.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man, do you think I'm gonna be rolling unbalanced dice?
I was gonna say, you think 20s every time?
I guess we'll find out if there's a trend. But then again, you never know when I'm fudging the dice, so you'll never actually know. I'm just kidding. I actually haven't fudged the dice this campaign.
Before though?
Others.
Before, absolutely.
Damn.
Absolutely, I have.
Okay. Yeah, to be honest. I have two.
There's like no room to walk in my garage right now. It's just packed with boxes.
7?
Yeah.
I'm hearing funky robot noises from your...
I'm not hearing funky robot noises for what it's worth.
Oh, I was hearing like a...
Maybe it was me.
It's fine now, though.
Alright, cool.
I think.
I'm glad to have done nothing.
My things.
My brand.
Wow, it really reached all the way out to the garage, man. That's cool.
Yeah, dude. Like the very back of the garage too. Like the trunk of my car.
Right.
That's impressive.
Oh, we'll take it. I should be the spokesperson for Razor, Black Shark. Headphones.
Yeah, they should send you just an entire Razor setup.
I was actually very against Razor for the longest time, because I thought
that
they were just like
keyboards.
Yeah, I thought that they were like overpriced, and you're just paying for the brand and for it to look cool.
Yeah.
But I will say this like after research, this headset is like very, very, very nice.
I have Razer, and I really like it. Rachel got it for me for Christmas. Like,
you have the Krakens, right?
They make nice headsets for sure.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, I think I
have
would
a
only do
Logitech,
headsets.
but my second choice was going to be a Razer.
I have Logitech mouse and Logitech keyboard, and I love it. I will never not
I
get a specific
yeah, I have a
Logitech mouse.
Logitech mouse. But I
What
made
do
my
you
own
have, Randy?
keyboard.
I have an Apple Macintosh.
Yes.
I think the fact when you say Macintosh makes it way better.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Who's ready for a recap?
Let's dig in.
If you guys would have
Well, what's up?
I was just gonna say, if you would have saw the look on Missy's face when I emerged from the basement with a glass of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
I can't believe you're doing it.
Did
Yeah,
you really?
Yeah,
What is
'cause I
he doing?
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, I looked up is whiskey good for congestion, and it said that a drink of whiskey is really good for.
I thought you were gonna say like it didn't say it wasn't. So
That's like when Missy was sick and she was doing the whiskey ginger ales.
Exactly,
Yeah, right.
doctor's orders.
Yeah.
I think some O'Douls are in Missy's future pretty soon here.
It's a
I don't
waste.
know what that is.
It's just like a brand of non-alcoholic beer.
That sounds so bad.
1, 2, 3, 4. I rolled a 4, so you you're first.
What did we do?
What do you
last
remember
week?
from last week? There's no video, so think hard.
There is a video.
Oh, there's a video. It just came up way too.
I'm really drawing a blank here. I'm not gonna lie.
Pick me.
Okay, Kevin.
We went to the Vistani camp, and we chatted with some people at the bottom of the hill. And they told us to go up to the top of the hill in order to interact with Madame Eva. And so we did. And when we were there, things happened. And I will save that for other people.
And the persons that we talked to at the Vistani camp were dusk elves, which appeared very similar to Sal.
My kind.
Yeah, they told
Would you
him,
say
like,
almost identical?
yeah, they were.
Heck yeah.
He was definitely there at the camp.
Perf.
Yeah, it was told like the backstory of his people, like how they came, like.
Yeah, I thought it was a good story. I think it did a really good job of explaining who they were.
I'm raising my hand. It's coming
Go ahead.
back to me.
Yeah, you can.
We went to the Baron's house.
Yep.
And yeah, he has a lot of bear rugs. And we met this dude named Victor.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows the symbol on the signet ring.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember if we got any further than that with him, but I think we were following him to go somewhere. But we ended last week.
Yeah, so let's circle back here. Missy, why did you guys go to the Burgomaster's mansion?
Initially, because we found that, well, they found, the Vistani people, like, found a ring when the little girl that we were supposed to give the present to went missing. There was a ring where she was, like, last seen, or where somebody saw, like, tracks or something. So the ring had a symbol on it. And he said that we should go check out the Baron's library, figure out what the symbol meant, find her.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
She moved on
So,
forever. Just like,
odds or evens? Odds. Alex, do you have anything to add? Anything we might have skipped over or missed?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, Randy? Sorry, was that a no?
Yeah, I said no.
Okay, gotcha. Yep, so Sal or Kevin?
When we got to the Baron's house, we had to agree. We had to agree to do something to like access the library and read the material that we needed to.
ghost in his
Yeah.
house, and he wants us to kill him.
The ghost.
Yeah.
And there was also like a book, and it had like Irina's lineage in it, but she wasn't like from family she was in. She was from Ivan's, right? Ivan's family.
Yeah.
And like she said that she
Something like that.
gave us like her backstory, kind of. We had a bracelet that says something with the name Tatiana on it.
Mm-hmm.
That was confusing.
Yeah, you guys got hit with a lot of lore. It would have been a great week for a video. There was. It's okay, Kenna. We appreciate you every week uploading the video.
I do what I can. I have to get an external hard drive. It's taking up a lot of space.
Is it really?
Each video is like 2-3 gigs, maybe.
But can't you just delete them once they're on YouTube?
Yeah, but it feels wrong. I don't know, just in case.
Yeah.
I'd
You can
much
never have
rather
too many
just
external
get more
hard drives.
space. There you go.
Yes, so a lot happened. You had gone to the Vistani camp. Yes, you met the Dusk Elves. You learned their story. You learned of a missing girl named Arabelle.
And
Arabelle, yep. The father explained that she is missing, that the one guy he was kind of beating up was supposed to be watching her. He got drunk on wine, and she is gone. They haven't found, but again, yes, the Dusk Elf named Savid found someone's body, decapitated, bloody, near the Luna River, with signs of a fight. It was the body of Jan, who was a longtime member of the encampment, who had supposedly given Alexei a ton of wine to get him to fall asleep. And that's where Savid also found the ring, the signet ring, which supposedly seemed to have been dropped in the struggle. Gave it to Casimir, which was the Dusk Elves' leader, and like a scholar. And he has been unable to identify this signet ring. So yes, they they gave the ring to you. Yes. There is. Let's see. There was like one more tidbit of information that I unfortunately like kind of didn't skip over, but I would really like for you guys to know this information. So I'd love to be able to like retcon it almost into the story that Lavash was giving you guys about Arabelle. So if you want to write this down real quick, he would have said in your conversation with him that she, like, time is of the essence in finding her. Obviously, she's a missing little girl, and Hattie made the 48 hours comment, which is very much a true thing. However, he would have explained to you that she also suffers from a strange and terrible wasting disease that she has had since the age of 5. And if she does not receive a particular like herbal tincture concoction once per month, then the disease will devour her muscles and bones, killing her within a week's time or less. And she was the day that current day, today, she was due to receive her next dose, and he is going to be very concerned that if she's not dead yet, she could be dead soon from not getting this medicine. So that was mostly to just reiterate time is of the essence to find this poor little girl. Ooh. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, yep. So you went to the Baron's library. You talked to the Baron. He informed you of the spooky ghost. Oh, there was a picture of Casimir. Do you guys want to see the picture of Casimir? Did I send it?
Yep. Nope. You didn't send it.
I didn't. I sent the ring, but not Casimir. Just elbow deep in RP, I guess. Write his name. Let me spell it.
Did it start with a K?
Yeah.
Oh, he looks sick.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he gave you the ring, which you have a picture of that in the Discord as well. Represents a series of lines, arcane runes. He told you that the symbols on the left would be the symbol of evocation, and the symbol on the right was the symbol of necromancy, which are two schools of magic. However, the ring has not shown any kind of reaction to any magic. Baron told you about Spooky Ghost. He doesn't want anyone to find out about the ghost because his wife hosts daily lunches for the Valachian women, and he would really like for them to remain ignorant of the spirit's existence. He said that his cook had seen the spirit most recently and that she nearly quit her job, but he had convinced her to stay by increasing her pay. You looked around the library. Yes, you found the book about a woman named Irina. And according to records, someone by the name of Irina Strahd, who would be the younger sister of Isaac Strahd, died more than 18 years ago at the age of 4. And the two parents, Grigori and Fatima, died shortly thereafter, marked as quote-unquote suicide by hanging, while Irina's death was marked unknown and then in parentheses presumed devoured by wolves. So very interesting. Yes, and then a young man by the name of Victor entered the library. He was looking for a particular book named Ethereal Entities, Denizens of the Unseen Realm, written by the Archmage Mordenkainen. He found the book. You noticed that the cover of his book had the same symbols on the platinum ring. And he kind of demanded to know your names and purpose. I don't know. Did you guys tell him the story of the missing girl, or did you just, I forget what you guys necessarily told him?
We told him nothing, and he said that we can't see his book until we go in his bedroom.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's got like his workroom upstairs that he said. So he went and grabbed the book, which he quickly tucked under his arm. Everyone, you guys can roll a history check to see if you maybe have heard of or read this book before, I guess. It would be a pretty high DC because it's a very particular book, but you never know.
5.
Okay. Dunkel definitely hasn't.
21.
Okay.
Well,
I also got 21.
Okay.
17.
I set my DC at 25 on this one, so it was going to be pretty high in particular. So unfortunately, no one has read this book. You could make the argument that Hattie and Sal, for some reason, Hattie's heard of this book. I don't know how. You can make up that story yourself, but you've heard of it, I suppose. Haven't read it. Just provides information on the ethereal plane. Victor takes you upstairs, or sorry, you were in the library. Takes you around the corner into a bedroom, which would be where you guys currently are. I don't know if you guys are in the map yet. I guess I can pull you there. Fetch. Yeah, so he takes you into a rather large bedroom. There is a short pull rope that hangs from a trapdoor in the ceiling, to which Victor pulls down and reveals like a ladder going up into the attic. Drag you guys over there. Now you guys are up in the attic, filled with cobwebs. The room you are currently in isn't anything fancy. It's just a dusty 20-foot square room that has high-pitched ceilings that reaches its peak 20 feet above, and there's wooden rafters that are shrouded in cobwebs. It's just an empty room with a lantern on a table, and then a door to the south, which Victor opens, revealing a much larger, cluttered room. Feel free to walk and move around. It's a large attic full of old, forgotten things, draped in white sheets, and then piled around them are barrels, crates, trunks, and old furnishings covered with cobwebs and dust. You see a clear footpath through the maze of things that leads to a door on the eastern side of the room, which you see Victor, very calm, cool, casual, make his way through the footpath as if he's done it a million times, and then opens another door.
As I'm going through,
Yeah.
since I'm at the back, I'd just like to know if I see anything that might be of value or use, and determine if my fingers might be a little sticky.
Okay, make a perception check.
A 24.
Let's see here. You do see something here. And that item is... Okay. You see a rather fancy looking, not fancy, but a nice looking cloak that catches your eye. You get the sense that it could be magical.
I get the sense that it could be magically put into my bag of holding.
You can make a sleight of hand check.
Perfect. How does a 6 do?
Let's find out.
Is it dark up here? Do I get advantage?
It is dark. Do you have anything that specifically gives you advantage at dark?
I believe my Dusk Elf trait does. I need to remember.
Will you
what it's
double check
called.
for me?
I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
Oh man, it just says I can attempt to hide, even when I'm
Okay.
lightly obscured and stuff. So.
All right. Well, the passive perception would definitely see it, but I will go ahead and roll and see if we get lower than a 6.
Cool.
Victor whips his head around.
Mm-hmm.
Up. Hands off.
My bad. And
He kind of
That's
rolls
why.
his eyes. He's really. It's like you haven't seen a cloak of protection before. And then he just continues on his way across the room and opens the door. This room looks like someone has carved a large skull into this door before he opens it, and hanging from the doorknob is a wooden sign that reads, "All is not well," and the "not" is written in all caps. If you remember the Baron's famous phrase he's been saying is, "All is well," to which all the townsfolk repeat, "All is well." Or let's see here. Everyone who's approaching the door before he opens it, I want you guys to make investigation checks, please.
30-20.
19.
No.
Sorry to one up you. I kind of.
Mm,
I heard your excitement.
10.
I thought I had a bonus. Didn't.
Did anyone get lower than a 14?
I got a 12.
12,
I got
and
a
then
10.
Alex. Okay, so half and half. Those higher than a 14. You notice on the door, it's nearly invisible, very small, etched into the skull's forehead. You see a glyph etched in there. Make whoever rolled high enough to notice it. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
All right.
9.
9.
I got a 13.
13. Okay. You guys don't know necessarily what this glyph does. You do, you're aware of what glyphs are, though. Sometimes there's, triggers that would happen. Thus, the glyph would pop off. It's almost like a trap, I guess, but like a magical trap. You don't know what would happen, and you don't know what the trigger would be. You hear you see Victor, though, just reach forward and grab the door handle, open it like it is nothing, and nothing happens. And you guys enter the room. Someone has taken old, mismatched furniture and created a study in this dusty, lamplit chamber. Tables are strewn with pieces of parchment on which strange diagrams are drawn, and a freestanding bookshelf holds a collection of bones. A dusty rug covers the floor in front of a pine box on which lounges a skeletal cat. And it's just kind of sitting there, not wagging its tail, but just kind of I don't know, just chilling like a cat does. See real quick. In the center of the room, perched on a stool, you see Victor approach, and he pops down on the stool with his leather-bound book in hand. You do also kind of unnervingly, you see the sight of 3 small children standing with their backs to you in the northeastern corner of this room, which would be like, up here-ish in this area. Let's see. There's also a mirror. Yep, there's also a leaning against the wall beside a rug. There is a full-length mirror, like leaning against the wall. Yeah. What do you do as you approach? Is there anything you want to like check out, see, try to notice real quick, or do you just kind of walk in and see what he does?
You said there's 3 children in the corner?
Yeah, with their backs turned to you.
I turn to Hattie and I say, "There's kids over there.
Yeah, I see
Do
that.
what you do best."
Yeah,
You have
I'll
a-
look
you
at
have a
pictures.
club.
Who are they?
They might want toys as well.
Clearly, they're going to be a part of the club, but hang on a minute. Yeah, I'll turn to Victor and I'll ask him who are they? I'll point to the kids.
He turns and chuckles. He says, "Oh, those?" You see him cast Mage Hand, and it flies over and like picks up the clothes off of the children, and it's just they're wooden dolls, dressed in like clothing. He's like, those are my students. They're they haven't been listening lately. They're in timeout."
How old are you?
Why do you ask?
You're acting like you got students, like you're a professor or something, but you act like you look like a kid.
Says they're my pupils. I must teach them.
What
listen,
are
we're
you
really-
teaching them?
What am I teaching them? He says, he's like, you notice like on his desk, like, all these sheets of parchment, they're covered with elaborate diagrams of like these circles. He goes, teleportation, of course.
And the kids are able to grasp this extremely complicated subject.
Well, obviously not. They haven't been listening.
Oh, they're dolls.
It's like, well, I'm 18 years old. If you must know, what? Ignore them. It's fine. They'll pay attention eventually.
Listen, you ever hear that in the first 48 hours after a kid goes missing, that's the end for him, right?
Is that the statistic?
That's yeah, right? You're a teacher, you should know this. We need to find this girl. So tell us where she is. Here's the ring. Tell me what it means.
What girl?
No.
What ring? What are we talking about?
Girl, she's missing. She came with this ring. It's in your book.
Who? What girl?
I'm just gonna try and snatch the book out of his hand.
Make a.
X.
Yeah, make a dexterity check.
This is how
21.
Which book are you trying to grab? He has
One
two.
that I need the information from with the ring.
The one with the symbols on it?
Yeah.
Second here. You go to grab it. You see him notice he very quickly he kind of like slams his foot into the ground. You see this like force field come up over him. It's the shield spell, and your hand boom bounces off of the shield as you are deterred. And he's like, "Come on now, you know better. Why? Like, listen. All I'm trying to do is get information.
We don't
Why
have
should
time
I
for that.
agree-
This girl's missing. We gotta find her. We'll give you information later. Tell us where to find her.
Make a persuasion check."
I get to reroll ones. 15.
Oh, nice. Oh, perfect. Okay, that's much better than a 1, which I'm sure you're also getting a -1. But
I got a 16 minus 1. So
oh,
15.
perfect. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's way better than the 1. He goes, "Fine, I'll help. What can I do to help?"
Here's the ring, like I told you. Right? This was found where she went missing. I just need to know what it means and where we can, like, where it's from.
He squints. He says, "Give it here. Let me see." Holds his hand out. What'd you say?
Gave it to him.
Okay. He's got it in his hand. He's looking it over. Val and Walren, make me a perception check.
20.
19.
You guys both, in the mirror that's leaning up against the wall, see a flash of a young woman's silhouette that swiftly vanishes.
Oh. I'm gonna
Um,
walk over to the mirror.
And while he's looking at the
Trying.
ring, I'm gonna just say, "What's up with that mirror?"
says the mirror? Oh, that's nothing.
I think it's nothing. I clearly saw somebody on the other side of that mirror.
I saw a girl in there.
He squints at it and looks, and he says, "Do we want to talk about the mirror, or do we want to talk about the missing girl? Which is it? Because I'm getting a lot of mixed information from you guys right now. I don't understand what's the priority."
Are we hearing the robot noises from Kevin? Or is it
I'm
just
hearing
me?
them now. Yeah.
Okay. Better now.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Let's see here. So yeah, he says, "What are we talking about the mirror? Or are we talking about the missing girl? I don't understand what the priority is right now."
Let's focus on the missing girl and then get to the mirror.
He says, "Fine, let me take a look." He looks over the ring. He goes, So I'm not quite sure." You see him start to like flip through the book. He goes, "This could maybe good. I'm not sure." You see him kind of like take a couple moments and kind of rub the temples of his head as you see that he's deep in thought. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know much about this book. 3 years ago, I found an old spell book in my father's library. I don't know why he had it or how he did, but I've been using it to study magic ever since. I do know that the original owner of the spell book that I've come to discover was a mage with the name Kazan. I don't know why I know this, but I believe it would be spelled Khazan. And the symbol on the cover of this book was his personal sigil. I know that long ago, Kazan built a wizard's tower, which he imbued with powerful enchantments, including a protective field that prevented any other spellcasters from using magic within its reach. He says, now this ring has the same symbol of Kazan's sigil. I believe if we can find this tower, there might be more answers there. My best chance for you guys would be to go investigate Kazan's tower. And
Where's that at?
you can find the tower. What'd you say?
I was just mumbling. This is going to be Granny's tower.
He says, well, just wait. If I tell you where this tower is, can you promise to maybe send any artifact you find there my way? I'm quite the scholar.
Tell us where it is, man. It's just something if we can.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Awesome. That would be awesome. Yeah, any artifact you find, I'd love to have it and do some research on it. Anyways, the tower can be found on a gravel causeway. What is a fucking causeway? Okay, a causeway, a raised road or track across lower wet ground. A gravel causeway on Lake Baratok to the west. I admittedly, I'm not quite sure how to get to Lake Baratok from Vallaki. I do know that I I do know of someone who would though. Have you met Soldar?
Soldar?
Yeah, Soldar Soldarovich. He's oh man, he's only one of the town's most skilled hunters. I believe he's been doing some missions hunting wolves.
Good God,
For
we should
the-
have fought wolves this morning.
for the Blue Water Inn.
Hi.
Yeah, we have met him.
It has gone with my gut. Alright. Yeah.
Oh.
See you later.
Yes, well, yeah. Send him. Tell him I said hello.
Before we
I-
go,
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
would you mind letting us use that cloak of protection that was back there? We are going on a journey of unknown dangers, and I think it could come in handy.
You want to take my cloak?
Correct.
Acted like it was no big deal. Got $1 million.
Think
That's
of it as an
mine.
investment for
Your
us
words
to
were,
find
it's like you
an
guys have
artifact.
never seen one of these before, so I just assumed that it was something you'd be okay with parting, as it's out there with all the other stuff.
Oh, you assumed.
Correct.
Make a persuasion check.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
He says, "Ah, what the hell? It's for the girl, right?"
Exactly.
Yeah, it's all yours. But just promise you'll
Appreciate
give
it.
it back when it's over.
Sure.
Perfect. Yeah, if you choose to go grab it, you can add a cloak of protection to whoever wants to use it. It does require attunement, so you would need to spend a rest attuning to it. But whoever has it or whoever's wearing it, gets a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws.
All saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
What who's the softest member of our party?
All for sure.
Sal or Val?
Right now?
Oh, Val.
My AC is 16.
Oh, Val's is 13.
Go for it.
Yeah. This is kind of sorcerousy. I'll hand this to Val and I'll say this will come in handy for you.
Thank you.
And you gotta
Cool.
add
I'll
it.
go ahead and add it real quick.
Okay, perfect.
I don't know how to do that.
She's doing it on her phone.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be way too hard. It's gonna take me 2 seconds. I've added it to your equipment. Do not equip it yet because you're gonna have to attune, and we'll do that. Believe it is someone can Google it. I believe it's a long rest. You need to spend attuning to an item in order to be able to use it.
Okay.
I thought it was a short rest, but I could be wrong.
Go ahead and Google it.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, he says, fine, it's for the girl. Tell Soldar I said hello.
It's 1 hour.
Last year, in an effort to encourage me to develop more masculine hobbies and traits, my father forced me to accompany Soldar on a hunting trip in the woods by the Velaki walls, and I can't say I enjoyed the experience, but I came away with a healthy respect for Soldar's knowledge of Barovia's wilderness. You'd be in great hands following him around. Should you wish to find him, he doesn't typically stay within the city walls other than when he's at the Blue Water Inn. When he goes out hunting, he typically stays in a ramshackle hut at the mouth of the Luna River to the west. Him and his partner, Yevgeny, have turned it into a dressing shack for skinning, gutting, and butchering their kills. To get there, you should travel north past Velaki's Zarovich Gate, and then travel west along the shores of Lake Zarovich. I can tell you that they spend most of their mornings checking for traps for their captured game, and then they usually return to the dressing shack by early afternoon to clean their weapons, reset their traps, and whittle and fletch fresh arrows. But what? Can I ask you a question, though?
Or make quick.
Will do. How did my father let you into his library?
Oh, that guy's your dad?
Your
Sorry.
father?
Yes.
He
My
wants
name
us
is
to go.
Victor Velakovich.
Sorry to hear.
Yeah, me too. Trust me. He rolls his
Why
eyes.
do you live in the attic?
I don't live here. This is just my workshop. Truthfully, I try to keep my magic a secret from my father for fear that he would disapprove. However, I don't know. This is my own space. I can be away. But
Have you
why
ever
did he let you in? Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, have you ever thought of leaving this place and going to find, magical items on your own?
What was your name again?
Walrin?
Walrin, I think about that every day of my life. Why do you think I'm studying teleportation circles? I'm trying to get out of here. escape Barovia, head back to the material plane in the world where I can go on adventures. Oh, it
Well,
sounds
you
wonderful.
seem competent enough. Why don't you?
Want to join our party?
I can't. I must stay.
Why?
I'm not quite there. Well, I have duties here. I must make myself known. I must help my father and my mother. But I'll tell you what, if you guys find me some interesting artifacts, I would consider joining.
We'll keep that in mind. But you think on it as well.
I
We
will.
could use somebody with your skill in our party.
And speaking of skill, again, how did you convince my father to let you into his library? He typically reserves that for the family only.
Well, to be honest, we told him that we were researching some material for the festival, and we told him that we had a stand or a booth or something at the festival that's happening, and that we needed to find more information on certain things that would be in the library.
My father is a very selfish person. This wouldn't be like him to agree to that. Was there any sort of task that you maybe agreed to?
He did mention something about a ghost in your house.
Make an insight check.
Nat 20. 25, if you want to know.
I do want to know. 25. He, when you say the ghost, his eyes look a little dodgy. He says, oh, ghost, huh? Oh,
You know something.
no, the mansion's haunted? Really? Surely it's just a trick of the eyes. I mean, my magic is responsible. I've experimented to produce an assortment of artifacts, including cold temperatures, ghost, right? Objects that move without being touched, ghost. Strange glowing lights, ghost. And
So
my
you're saying that your
cat, Miska.
magic,
Go ahead.
your magic is the ghost.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? Again, Miska, she makes noises. You look over at the skeleton cat, just goes meow. He's like, see, ghost.
And can I do like an insight
Right.
check?
Another insight check, sure.
Yeah. Another 20. Alex saw it.
And that 20 again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess he made these notes. So.
Were they out in the cold?
Nope.
Okay, so they haven't frozen irregularity. He says, okay, he hesitates again. You see his eyes. Fuck, God damn it. You see his eyes briefly dart toward the mirror leaned against the wall. He says, Fine. The noises are likely caused by a spirit that haunts the house. It's whatever. But please don't tell anyone. The Baron
Everybody
might try to...
knows.
Not everyone. Clearly my father knows, but surely he wouldn't tell anyone else. Don't tell him. He might see it fit to exorcise the spirit.
He asked strangers to get rid of it. Surely he's willing to tell anybody.
Okay, but I'm asking you, assuming you're the strangers, to please ensure the spirit... I promise the spirit will keep quiet. She probably didn't even know she was disturbing anyone.
I don't know. Can you ensure that the spirit stops whatever it's doing that's freaking out
Yes.
everybody in the...
Yes. Fine. Yes. She'll stay quiet. I promise.
Why is the spirit here?
That's a story for another time. Listen, if you get me cool artifacts from the wizard tower, I will tell you more. I promise.
I think you should tell us more, and then we'll get you more artifacts from the wizard tower.
We might not have time for his long story. What kind of artifacts in particular are you looking for before we go?
Well, anything would be cool, but... says, I did learn that Kassan was the owner of a powerful wizard staff. I believe it may be somewhere in the tower still. According to the spell book, a magical binding allowed Kazan to summon it by merely speaking his own name. And yes, I believe that the staff would be very helpful to what I'm working on.
What you're working on?
Yes, my teleportation spells. I'm trying to get out of here, of course.
Got it. All right, party. Think we have what we need.
Yeah, let's go.
Should probably start heading over to find your boy.
Onwards.
Yes. Well, may the Morning Lord guide your journey, and please be safe.
Try. And the party leaves.
As you are shutting the door to leave, you hear him. He's like, "For the 500th time, I told you, students, pay attention." You guys leave.
Yeah, you never followed up on those kids. What'd you say, Missy?
What?
He's just about as crazy as his dad. I don't trust him for a minute, and I don't think we should give him that staff at all. But let's get out of here right now.
Okay, but he is kind of strong, and he could help us with
An 18-year-old boy, how strong can he
sort
be?
of things. That is true. And we walk out.
Okay. It's probably afternoon by now, right now, which is approximately around the time that Victor told you that Soldar and Yevgeny would be at their dressing shack.
So by the time we make it over there, will it still be afternoon?
Let me pull up my handy dandy travel time calculator that somebody created online.
I'll be right back, guys.
I hope you're getting NyQuil.
Ibuprofen, but
Walking at a normal speed, it would take you about 20 minutes to get there, to Lake Tsarevich from Valaki.
Nice.
Now let's go.
Because, here, I'll take you over to Big Dunkel here. So Lake Tsarevich is directly to the north. You see that body of water right above? That is Lake Tsarevich. Over here, Hattie, is where you had that vision about the wolves. And then you guys are obviously in Valaki right now. And so Victor had said, go north and then go north through Tsarevich Gate and then travel west along the shores of Lake Tsarevich, to which you should find the hut. We'll wait for Ikenna.
Wish that I could take ibuprofen.
You can't?
It thins your blood and like increasing.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Dude, that sucks. Sorry. What kind of seltzer water are you drinking?
A Giant Eagle brand. And then
Yeah.
12 packs for $1.99.
It's like, what, 17 cents a can or some shit?
Yeah, I did the math too. I was like, this
That's
is
wild.
fantastic. I don't think I could get like hydrated for cheaper. I guess like maybe if I drank out of the sink directly.
Sure. Who has time for that? I'm gonna get a seltzer water too. Oh my god, my fucking
How is the Giant Eagle brand?
trash.
Honestly, it's like very like mid, but I say that in a good way. You know
Sure.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's not bubbly, but it's not like. My least favorite is that like Karma brand from Costco. I think that's
Okay.
like the trashiest. I'm trying to think of like what my next least favorite is. I think the best are like bubbly and aha, and I wouldn't put it like in a category with that.
Okay.
I think it's better than Target brand. So like good together. I
Okay.
think it's above that. I think it's like on par with Waterloo.
Okay. Nice. I mean,
And I think it's better than Bellevue or whatever like Aldi brand is.
oh yeah.
Bellevue, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's Bellevue.
Like I think it's better than LaCroix.
Okay.
So I endorse it, dude. For $1.99 a 12-pack, you can't beat that.
Yeah, no, you definitely can't. And I mean, especially if they're just pretty solid. Like, it sounds like the carbonation is relatively crispy, so like that's a plus.
Dude, you're picking up what I'm laying down. For sure. It is
Love
like
it.
pretty crispy carbonation.
I love that.
You know that that's how I rate my.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know it's really big in Randy's world.
Wow. We're just speaking nuance right here.
Yeah, for sure. The finer notes of my 17-cent can of water.
About the product, not the price.
Right.
But you've inspired me to try the Giant Eagle brand of seltzer water, so I shall try.
Dude, if you see
I
it,
actually have Bellevue.
see it on sale, man, tear it up. They also have like decent flavors. So like at that $1.99 price, I got 2 grapefruit, 1 lemon, 1 raspberry, and 1 mandarin orange.
Okay.
Which one's your favorite, Missy?
So,
If you had to pick one to drink an entire 12 pack of, Missy, which one would it be?
ulcers, I don't know. I think I've had 2 in my whole life.
So which would you pick? Either lemon, grapefruit, mandarin, or raspberry. You have to. It saved my life.
Lemon?
I am shocked that you picked one. Thank you.
Lemon is a safe choice.
So, one of our owners, our owners, like our customers, have just been sending in all sorts of like holiday gifts to the team. So like, we're getting like tubs of cookies, tubs of chocolate, so like fucking like smoked salmon, just like all these random things. And one of our owners sent every single person on the team a whole smoked turkey that I took home the other day and have in my fridge now. To what I just linked, it's just like an $80 turkey that I have no clue what to do with.
Is it already cooked?
Yeah. Well, it's smoked, so yeah, you could like technically.
Like the legs are on it
just-
and everything. Like it's like a hollowed out turkey that has been smoked.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Ugh,
I wonder if they smoked it with Christmas ale.
that's the weirdest gift I've ever heard of.
I kind of
Yeah,
don't hate it
here's-
though.
I mean, I guess I gave
Here's
it
a
to
picture.
some of my friends a month ago, but
Right.
Whole smoked turkey from Burgess. This guy's from Arkansas. Fully smoked and cooked, ready to slice, served chilled or heated.
can you just go take a picture of your like inside of your
Yeah.
refrigerator? I
Can you
want to know
take
what
your
the
laptop to your fridge, please?
It's in a box right now. I don't want to open it.
Oh.
I guess I can. If we're that curious, you could twist my arm to do it.
You don't have to open the box. It's all right. I guess like just
Okay.
knowing it's in a box. Is a question. I was wondering if
I just sent a picture of what it's supposed to look like
I see the
on Discord.
I see the inside. I didn't know if it was like you know how like turkeys are like wrapped in plastic. I didn't know
I
if it
think
was
it's gonna like wrapped in foil.
Oh, kind of like a honey baked ham.
Was weird.
I think it is, yeah.
a weird gift.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it this weekend to my father's house and see if he had any like use for a whole smoked turkey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
feel
can just
like
make like lunch meat out of it.
That's what I was thinking, like
That's
a
true.
sandwich. Just like make a bunch of slices.
I think a tub of like a couple $50 bills would have went a long way.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, right. Well, like, not this year, but last year, one of the teams, like, the guy was like a part owner of a shoe company and sent everybody like 2 pairs of shoes.
That's sick.
Like, yeah, I would rather much get shoes than a whole smoked turkey
Yeah.
after Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Right? Like,
He probably just said so smug, like I did everybody a service.
I guess he's done this for like 10 years. He just like everyone expects like a whole turkey.
You think he laughed about it? Like with his like
Yeah,
chubs
those
up his
fuckers.
like
I think he probably does. He's just like, God, they probably have no clue what to do with this shit. Send it again.
He's like on the plane, like it's that time of year, guys.
recurring order.
Yep.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, dude, it's been so dangerous though. There's just like snacks every day, like on our table.
What's
Like I
dangerous
can't
about
stop
that?
eating the. Just can't stop fucking eating them. All this candy. All right. Well, Canada, I was telling everyone else on the Killspire. This is Velaki.
Oh.
This is Lake Sarovich. So you're like right there. It's like a 20-minute walk up there. And Victor had said to go north and then take the shoreline west to potentially find it.
Can I just say it's so good to see Dunkel's player icon again? Been so long.
Really has.
Right.
It's like, yeah, what do you look like?
Say that again. Sorry.
Said forgot
I
what
said
he
I
looked
forgot
like.
what you look like.
Who, Victor?
No, Dunkel.
And I said it's
Oh, God.
perfect to see Dunkel's character.
Oh, yeah. The worst. I'm sorry. I was reading. This chapter's very confusing. I'm doing my best. Apologize. Okay. I assume we're taking that path to find the hut. Would I be correct in that assumption?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You make it up to Lake Sarovich at the path. The path ahead is uneven as you make your way west towards the shack. It is littered with pebbles and overgrown in parts by moss and wild grass. To the left, the trees of the Svalich woods stand tall and foreboding, and to the right, a chill breeze sweeps in from the lake, tingled with a faint brackish scent and the damp earthiness of old silt. Other than the mournful croak of a distant raven, the only sound that breaks the eerie silence is the squelching of mud beneath your feet and the quiet lapping of waves against the shore. It's not long, however, before the air is tinged with the faint sense of fur and a familiar metallic tang. Ahead, you can hear the sound of rushing water and see a place where the dark waters of the lake flow swiftly into a river that disappears southward into the dark woods. A small, crudely built shack stands tucked away near the water's edge, its timbers worn and weathered with age, and not far away lies an old stone slab resting on a cracked, mossy stone circle. Let's see here. It's a very similar looking slab that you guys saw previously, resting on a cracked, mossy stone circle. Moment. Okay, copy that. What do you do as you approach? There's the shack, and then there's the stone circle.
I'd like to inspect the stone circle.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Dirty 20.
Wow. You find that it bears the carving of, or like the slab on the stone circle that's standing up vertically, it bears the carving of a butterfly. Let's see here. You don't necessarily know what the butterfly means or stands for. So this one has a butterfly. The one you found previously, do you remember what the carving on that one was?
I admittedly don't.
A raven?
It was a raven, yeah. So you found one with a raven, and you have found one with a butterfly. Aside from that, you don't see much else, and nor do you really know what the butterfly means or what it stands for.
I'd like to sketch a picture of the butterfly into my journal like I did for the raven.
Perfect, yeah. You flip to the page with the raven one, and you sketch it pretty much perfectly.
You guys want to head inside?
We should.
Let's go. Go pound on the door.
What does it sound like? You knock on the door. What? Hold on.
Hold on.
You hear like you see, or you hear like the scraping of a chair. Someone standing up and coming over and opens the door. Sildar opens the door. You see him. He's got like blood all over him. You see a rusted old hunting trap sitting on a table, and you see Yevgeny over on another table in the corner of the shack, like he's halfway finished skinning this large dead wolf on the table. Hey, saw you guys at the Blue Water Inn.
Yeah, we meant to come with you this morning, and then we got distracted. Seems we need your help, though.
Right. My help? What?
Well, there's this missing kid we're trying to find, but supposed to be maybe somewhere near this wizard's tower. It's supposed to be over this way. Maybe you've seen it.
Wizard's Tower. He thinks a little bit. Says, yeah, I could probably help you.
Right, just that easy? You're just gonna help us out?
Don't question it.
Well,
Thank you.
well, now that you mention it. He gives you like a big, like half toothless grin. As you like look around more behind him, get like a little, you take in a little bit more about what's going on in the shack, and it's very much like the way Victor described it. It's stained with dark age. There's knives, cleavers, traps, chains hanging from the wall. each one well cleaned and oiled, animal pelts hanging from the rafters. And Yevgeny is watching you very closely while Soldar does the talking. And Soldar smiles with like his big half-toothless grin. He says, "I could be your guide, if paid."
Oh.
Or, if we're too much for you and you don't have the cash, I guess I could just give you directions to where you might need to go in exchange for some free drinks upon your return to the Blue Water Inn.
Or we can help you.
Um,
kill
That
wolves,
sounds like a
and you
logical
can help
idea.
us.
Well,
Everyone stopping at once.
how about you are our guide in exchange for some drinks at the Blue Water Inn?
That's not what I said.
I am aware.
Like, there might be some pretty cool stuff in this place. We've heard some stuff that's worth a lot, and the kid that we're supposed to give it to, like, we don't really like him that much, so you could sell it.
Good. But, quite frankly, we're in the wolf hunting business, so if it's not a wolf, I don't really care.
Well, I mean, how much money do you need?
How much money do you got?
Not nothing. Nothing really. Hang on.
We are not in a good spot financially.
I'll give you 1 silver.
He chuckles. He says, "You that, Yevgeny? Give us 1 silver."
Alright, how about we'll just take the directions, we'll get out of your way, alright? We got no money.
He says, "That's unfortunate. But I understand."
And, like, we could work it off. Like, we could kill some wolves for you later.
Here, I
Kill
thought we
some
were
wolves
friends.
for me later. Never said we were friends. I offered to let you go hunting with me this morning. You didn't show.
You offered to pay us. So we'll do it for free next time. Come with us.
And you guys can kick back while we kill some wolves.
He says, "Listen, I'll be your guides for 5 gold pieces a day. Or again, just give you directions for free
We'll
drinks."
take the directions. Sorry, we haven't seen that much money ever.
Well, then, directions you shall get. Unfortunately, with our business, we really do need the cash if we're going to be taking a break from hunting the wolves, because that is our livelihood. So I hope you understand that we just need to look out for ourselves as well. If we take a break from the wolves, it must be worth our time. Now, I would absolutely love to give you directions for free, and just buy me a pint at the Blue Water Inn next time we see each other. It's no hard feelings, really. I'm not trying to be malicious. I hope you understand.
We get it. Here we go.
He says, from Vallaki, from the Western Sunset Gate. Head west, cross the bridge that fords the Luna River. Take the northern branch of the Luna River crossroads, which is marked Lake Baratok on a nearby signpost. Continue down the path as it bends through the woods before ultimately arriving at the lake, Lake Baratok. And that is where the Wizard's Tower would be. But, however, because I like you guys, please be cautious of the werewolves on the Svalich Road and the northern path, the woods to the west of Vallaki, especially the woods around Lake Baratok, are the preferred hunting grounds of a local werewolf pack, and recent flurry of activities have made me quite suspicious that the pack has come under new leadership of sorts, maybe a more reckless alpha wolf, and
don't know where the werewolves' den is, but I caution you to please keep an eye out for anything strange or unusual.
Thank you for the heads up.
I think
No.
we've.
If you don't mind, we gotta get back to work. You understand?
Sure. Thank you for your time.
It's always a pleasure. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I guess we start heading back towards Villaki.
Alright.
And then we exit out of that western gate.
Yep. Yeah, it's like a 20-minute walk back to Villaki. You can definitely get to the gate in about 25 minutes very easily. You can certainly take the time to do that. We can just fast track that and get you to the gate if you'd like.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. You guys make it back to the gate. As you leave, I would like... Does anyone have a passive perception of 19 or higher?
No.
16 is the highest for us.
Eddie's never rolled that.
It would be Dunkel, if anyone.
Dunkel and I have the same.
I have
Oh, really?
15.
Okay. Okay. Who has the highest?
16. Dunkel and I.
Go ahead and make just a perception check then. Whoever has a 16.
23.
You're on fire.
22.
Hell yeah.
Anyone in the area that has rolled that, you notice a silhouette watching you from the southern tree line. Sal, you look up towards it, kind of squint and lean in to see. It vanishes.
Does it look to be about the same size as me?
You're not sure. It was simply a silhouette.
Okay.
But yeah, you would guess that it would be like around the size of you. But it is gone.
Okay. And I didn't hear it leave. It just vanished. Guys, I turn to the party and I say, I think we should keep our eyes open. I'm getting the feeling that we're being watched. And I don't like this.
Alright, I'll try.
All right. You guys make your way west. And you approach the Luna River crossroads, like the bridge there. The path narrows. The path narrows, flanked by dense, towering trees. Up ahead, you can see an old wooden bridge come into view. Its age-worn planks spanning the rushing river below. As you approach, you can see the dark river tumbling over smooth stones of the riverbed, bordered on either side by gnarled bushes and trees. As you step onto the bridge, your boots echo against the old, damp wood. To the north, you can see the river meander upstream around the tree line before vanishing around a curve. And to the south, the river winds like a ribbon between its banks and then gradually vanishes into mist. Halfway across the bridge, you notice something odd. A small scrap of white material fluttering on the surface of the far side of the river, caught on a tree root a dozen yards downstream. What do you do?
How far away did you say it was?
About a dozen yards downstream.
I'd like to use Mage Hand to collect it.
Okay, Sal, you cast Mage Hand, and your spectral hand goes over and grabs this white material that is caught on the tree root, and you lodge it free and bring it back to you, drop it in your hand. It's a soaking white handkerchief, monogrammed with the embroidered red initials RVR.
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 Do you guys remember anybody with these initials?
Hmm.
Not off the top of my head.
Nope. But that could be a clue. Something
Could it be
else.
Rudolph Van Richten?
Oh.
Oh, right. You should know that, right?
Yeah.
Hi.
Taylor, do I recall ever seeing something like this during my travels with Rudolph?
You can make a history check.
19.
Yeah, you remember that he had a white handkerchief.
This very well might be from Rudolph. How did this get here? Sal is just absolutely baffled right now.
Well, this is where the werewolves hang out, right? Where they said that the werewolves are hanging out?
True.
And
Perhaps
he's
he's doing
probably one of those,
research.
do you think?
He could be. Or perhaps he's on a current adventure to eliminate all of the werewolves. He did teach me my Monster Hunter ways. I'd like to put the handkerchief away and say we should press onward and see if we can find out more.
All right, let's continue.
Yeah, I agree.
You press on. Let's see. Okay. The road comes to an X intersection with branches to the northwest, northeast, north-south, and southeast. Scattered across the intersection are 4 small dead saplings, their branches and trunks blackened and gnarled. Some lean at slight angles, while others stand stubbornly upright, their twig-like structures idle and quiet in the windless air. Nearby, a pair of scarecrows appear to have been mounted along 2 separate trees, bodies hewn with rough straw and weathered cloth clinging to twisted, low-hanging branches. Their painted sackcloth eyes seem almost mocking, and black raven's feathers poke from their stuffed guts. The lower half of a snapped wooden signpost thrust upward at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointed in 4 directions, lies in the weeds nearby. What do you do? So the signpost is snapped, and the top half is lying in the weeds nearby. That would have been pointing directions and labeling which way to go, or which way was which.
So we just have like a left and a right path,
Like from where we're facing.
I guess.
We pick it up and like try to piece it back to like where it looks like it fit on the signpost.
Sure, yeah.
Like
So
figure out
yeah,
what
where
the-
Dunkel is right now, so you could go either like northwest, southwest, or southeast. You guys are coming kind of from the northeast side, so there would be 3 ways. So yeah, Hattie, you walk over to grab the sign, and You
Either going
you what's up?
like north, south, or I was just
Yeah,
talking to Missy about like that. That's like
yeah.
I don't like walk
Yeah.
over to it, but I want to be careful and like it looks like something came through here and destroyed it all. It's not trying to like
Yeah, you
step on a tripwire or something.
I gotcha. Yeah, you can approach cautiously. I mean, you can make like a perception check as you approach to like make sure if you're trying to like avoid any kind of potential trap or anything like that.
3.
3. Okay. Yeah, you approach. You pick up the top part of the sign and walk it back over to the post. And you're like trying to fiddle with it and place it in. So- Um, you notice one of the scarecrows out of the corner of your eye. You see like its arm twitch a little bit. You turn and snap your head and look. Hattie, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Mm. 6.
6. Hattie, the sense of dread,
Is it against
panic,
being
and
frightened?
pardon?
Is it against being frightened?
Roll again.
10.
Hattie, the sense of dread, fear, and panic falls over you. You are frightened right now, magically frightened right now, and as a result, paralysis falls over your body, and you are also paralyzed. You cannot move. You cannot speak. You are frozen in fear. We're gonna do combat, and we'll have everyone roll initiative, and don't tell me the numbers yet while I pull up a map. This is called. Just reuse this old map here. Where are you guys? This map's so big, I keep losing you guys. There you go. Let's use this map so I don't have to find a new one, and I'll bring you guys over to it. Oh, there's a bridge, but that'll be irrelevant. So, shall I bring you guys over more east? We'll do it over here. We'll say, like, this down here was the signpost. Actually, we'll make this over here the signpost. This, like, little pillar with the torch. So Hattie would be... You'd be over here. What would your... I don't know what your marching order was. They just like
That's
wall
good
in
enough.
towards the
That
front.
was in the back.
Yeah.
I'm always in
I
the
feel
back.
like you guys would be like around there, right?
Mhm.
Let me find some monsters.
The television. You're just out of the.
Okay, here's one. Do that. Where did I say they were? So we'll say this one is like here. This one's like here. See what here's a picture from D&D Beyond of a scarecrow. Here's a picture from D&D Beyond of another creature that is also springing to life to attack.
Groot?
Right? It kind of does look like Groot. Little baby
Groot.
Groot.
Do I know what this is? Does anyone know?
Of what is? Either?
The
The small
group
thing?
guys?
Sal, you can make a history check.
13.
13. No, you don't.
Okay.
Sorry. Gonna find something that looks close to that in our little list of things. Beast? No. Elemental?
Whenever Missy goes to take a bite, it gives us a thumbs down.
Oh,
it's
that sounds
fun.
like good.
See, this is like perfect, but it's too big. I might just make these guys smaller.
Not doing it anymore.
No.
Too far away. There we go.
Oh, there it
That's
is.
a half one.
Like, well, hearing.
What size are they?
Oh my god. These are big.
Small and medium would be the same, so we'll just do. Are you considered small, Hattie? Or medium? Small?
Mom.
Do that. So yeah, these were the small dead saplings that were like scattered about. So they all kind of like come to. Okay. Let's go to turn-based mode. Clear the initiative. Let me. Fuck, I don't have a fucking pen. Let me use a notepad app real quick. Hattie, what is your initiative?
5.
5. Sal, what is your initiative?
Mine is 15.
15. Val,
16.
15. Walren,
15.
okay. Alright, let's roll for these guys. Use my new d20. Ooh, what's there? It's like 12. Okay. Jeez. Alright, let's piece together this initiative here. So, this one says treant. They're not actually treants. Then this one. Then Val. Then Sal, then Walren. Then this dude. And this one. And this one. This guy. Then Hattie. I think that's everyone, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Apply. So. Let's see. Okay, first is going to be this guy. And he is going to he's gonna walk or like move over to Hattie. Hattie, you are currently paralyzed, right? So attacks against you have advantage. Any attack that hits you is a crit if it is within 5 feet of you. So this little twig blight is going to attack advantage. Okay, it is a natural crit. So you're going to take. Oh man. You're going to take 9 piercing damage. Okay. Next is this one.
5, 10. Bloody there. So this guy can be up here. Same thing. It's gonna be a crit. You're gonna take 4 piercing damage. And next is Valerian.
I am going to use magic missile, the second level, at the one that's right, like, in front of, I guess, Hattie. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
What's this one? Anything.
13. 13 damage. Or no, wait, not 13. No, yeah, 13. Counted right.
Is it 13 damage? What type?
Force.
Force. Is it on this one?
Yes.
Whoa, that was cool.
Oh.
Do. Oh, I forgot I could do that. Right. Oh yeah, you fucking obliterate it. It's gone.
And that's it.
All right. Next is Salvatore.
Okay. So Sal would like to move diagonally southeast. To get away from the two. Go east a bit more. Yeah, and then go down.
Like how far?
By that sign pole.
Like your movement?
At 35. So.
Okay. So just like next to it or behind it?
Yeah, let's do right there. That's like great. Yeah. And then I'd like to shoot my crossbow at the other Hattie attacker.
Okay, go for it.
Does a 12 hit?
It does not.
Okay. And can I use my bonus action to hide?
Are you in an area or a location right now where you would be able to hide from something, or are you just standing out in plain sight?
I was really hoping I could be like an elephant hiding behind a small tree.
I'm gonna say no because you're in the middle of the road right now.
Alright, fair enough. I accept. That'll be the end of that then.
Copy. Next is Walren.
I'm gonna use guiding bolt on the one that's next to Hattie.
Okay.
It's a 15 hit.
It does.
All right. That's 40. Damage.
You obliterate it. Anything
For
else?
my bonus action, take my I'm gonna summon my spiritual weapon. And I'm gonna do it next to the scarecrow guy that's like to Hattie, closest to Hattie. So I want it like next to it, like to the left.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to attack.
You have permission to move it if you'd like, ever. So go ahead and roll to hit.
It's gonna be a 26.
A what's a 26?
Yeah.
Let me check. Yeah, it hits.
It's gonna be 10 damage.
What type of damage is it?
It is force damage.
Okay, sounds good. Takes 10.
That's all she wrote.
All right. Next is the one you just hit. Let's see. It is going to. You see it start to animate and take a step forward. It's going to make 2 claw attacks against Hattie. Both are going to crit.
My God.
No one healed Hattie.
She's beefy.
Okay. Next, she doesn't have her rage on right now, though.
Oh.
So it's going to be 9 slashing damage. And then the second one is going to be another 11 slashing damage.
Yeah.
Next is this little guy. It's going to attack Val. It's a 21 to hit. And the damage is going to be 3 piercing damage as it like claws you on the side.
So these are the unbalanced dice that were in your trunk.
The 3 damage, yeah.
All these crits to hit.
Oh, it's then paralyzed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just auto crits. Yeah, I'm not even rolling. Next
Damn.
is this one. It's going to attack Val. It's an 8 to hit. Probably misses. Next is this one. It's going to come down here. And it's going to attack Walren. Hattie, by the way, you are no longer frightened and paralyzed by that scarecrow. But this one is going to attack Warren.
Oh, was the scarecrow doing it?
Mm-hmm.
The one that died?
Nothing. There were no scarecrows that died. There was like the twigs
Oh,
that died.
gotcha.
Yeah. Warren, does a 16 hit you?
Ties. So yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna take You're going to take 5 slashing damage, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Oof. It's gonna be a 11.
All good. It's going to hit you again. 17 to hit, so that definitely hits. I'll need another wisdom saving throw as you take another 4 slashing damage.
18.
Okay, you're all good. Next is Hattie.
Rage.
Okay.
Um,
That seems reasonable.
I'll take claws and I'll go at this guy. Mostly.
Go
The
for
one
it.
right in front of me.
Yeah, of course.
Like 21 to hit. Or
That hits.
nine slashing. The
9
first one.
slashing. Okay.
At 20.
Go for it.
Nice.
13 slashing.
13 slashing. 9 plus 13 is 22. All right.
It's not.
It's hanging on. It's looking bad. It's looking almost beat. Next is Val. You surrounded.
I am going to use Shocking Grasp on the one right next to me, like kind of like diagonal in front
Sure.
of me.
Makes sense. Go for it.
So let's see. 22 to hit,
It hits.
and 8. Seven damage.
You reach out, grab it, send a pulse of electricity through it, and it drops to the ground.
Perfect. And then I'm going to Misty Step. Like this way, south. Right? About a little right there, yeah.
You want more?
Nope, that's
You
good.
get up to 30 feet. Okay, perfect. Use that spell slot. All good. You're out of reach. You get no opportunity attack as you do that, which is great. And next is Sal.
Okay. Sal is going to run up to Hattie and use Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And so Hattie can add 6 health.
6 health for Hattie.
And then I'd like to run back to where I was at, and that'll do my turn.
Copy. Next is Warren.
I'm gonna use Inflict Wounds. Scarecrow in front of me.
On the Scarecrow. Okay, got it.
15.
It hits.
Okay.
What's the damage?
Still adding it. It was a lot of
18.
dice.
18?
18 damage.
What type of damage was it?
It was necrotic.
18 necrotic. I'll allow it.
And then I'm gonna attack virtual weapon to the guy over here,
Okay, the twig guy.
and then I'm gonna attack him from behind.
Okay.
It is going to be 30-20 to hit.
Hits.
All right. It's gonna be a 11 damage.
All right, it fucking explodes as the hammer hits it.
Good.
Pieces of stick shatter all over. Got it?
Yep.
All right. Walren, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
$15.
Okay. Perfect. Nothing happens. Next is the scarecrow. And it's going to try and hit you 2 times. First one misses. The second one misses.
Roll him
Next
at
is Hattie.
advantage.
What's up?
You guys roll him at advantage because I want reckless.
So the first one was trying to fear
Oh, okay.
Walren, the one next to you, and then the one next to Walren then tried to just attack Walren and both missed.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yep, you're all good. But you get to go. You're up. This one in front of you is just about dead.
Pop,
You can tell.
22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
11 slashing.
Yeah, you swipe this scarecrow and rip its head off with your
I
claws.
run over to the other one and then do my second attack at it.
For sure you can.
Three to hit.
23 to hit.
23 in.
I'll allow it.
12 slashing.
Oh. Okay. Almost dead, not quite. Next is Valerian, if there's nothing else.
I'm gonna use my crossbow on the scarecrow guy.
Go for it.
24 to hit,
24 hits.
and it's nope. Give me one of yours.
Have a spot in your box. Roll them.
6.
6. What type of damage?
It is piercing.
Piercing. Missy, is Hattie's claw attacks considered magical?
No, not yet. Level 6.
Okay. It actually took a little less than what you had initially hit with. And then it is also going to take a little less from this piercing shot. So
Is
You
it
can see
looking
like
hurt?
yeah, very much so, very much so. But you can tell like it's like scarecrow-like nature. It's not taking the full damage from these like claw attacks and piercing shots. You can see like just like bunches of straw are kind of just like going everywhere as you're hitting it. Next would be Sal.
And Sal is going to shoot at the scarecrow here with his crossbow.
Okay,
17 to hit.
it hits.
And so he's directly next to someone, correct?
Yes, yeah, you get sneak attack damage.
So that will be 14 magic piercing.
Okay, what does it look like when you kill a inanimate or an animated scarecrow?
I like to think that it's just like a blast directly to like the nose of the scarecrow, and you just see as like hay just explodes from his head, and the body just crumples.
Yeah, Hattie and Walren are just showered with straw and hay as this thing falls to the ground as the shot up in the air. Nice, you've solved my scarecrow puzzle.
Hey.
What do you guys do as you defeat these animated creatures?
That sucked.
Can I inspect the carcass?
Two people talked. I'm so sorry. If someone was asking me something, what was up?
Can I inspect the bodies for useful items, or if there's
For
anything
useful items, sure, you can make an investigation check.
10.
Nothing useful.
Okay.
The twigs were just wood. The scarecrows just had like shitty common clothing on them that provide no value whatsoever to you.
Fair enough.
It is almost 11. I'm down to keep playing if anyone wants. I'm also happy to pause here and let people get sleep.
I
say pause here.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think pausing is probably ideal.
All good. We will continue on to the the Wizard's Tower next week.
I can't wait to meet Granny.
Full circle.
You're not going to the windmill. You know that, right?
No,
Yeah, I know. I was just I'm just making a joke because it's like a magic tower, so
She might be there.
right.
You never know.
Better be. We've been cracking her down. Can't find her anywhere.
Or Dunkel's the mage, and he's been there the whole time.
He's the final boss.
Well,
Those were actually animated walnuts and cranberries that just attacked you.
You were the chosen one, Dunkel.
to be fair, it's not the first time someone in our party has betrayed us. Atrix.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Atrix?
Oh, we
You
still don't
trusted
talk
me.
about him. I
You
never
trusted
trusted him.
Yeah, actually,
You were a rat
yeah,
from the beginning.
actually, we hated you.
We hated Atrix.
We got punished for hating you. We give up on it.
It was a good time.
Like, let me
Kinda
build
miss
my
what's
army
his
of
face
undead,
from-
and
I miss what's his face from Waterdeep. Sildar?
That's what
Sildar.
I know you guys thought it. I know that's who you thought it was. I saw the grin on
Yeah,
Randy's
me
face.
too. I was like, huh?
I killed her, and I was
I
like,
was like,
oh yeah.
Soldar. Yeah, he makes a mean omelet.
Yeah,
Different vowels. Sure.
best eggs of your life.
to this day. All right.